Hello everyone. Hi, how are you? This is Kay. And today is the 30th of April. This is the last day in April on Sunday. So I will be doing the weekly forecast as Sunday's topic. So today I will be first explaining screening charts in Forex pairs, 21 pairs on my watch list, and then I will cover gold, WTI, and index and Bitcoin in the news. So there are lots of topics to cover today, so let me start right away. Okay, so before that, just hold on, let me adjust this frame a little bit. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so let me start. Okay, thank you very much for joining everyone. I see lots of comments. Tony Gold, Oli, Ashish, and Gulam, Mehdi, Augustine, State, and Emad, good to see you everyone. Thank you very much for joining. So first, let me explain the Forex pairs from Euro USD all the way down to the Swiss franc JPY. Okay, so Euro USD, I'm still waiting for the resistance breakout. As I mentioned last week's 1.1077 is the resistance and waiting for that breakout. But I think sooner or later, I think it breaks the resistance and goes up. So I continue to look for a buying opportunity. But I think there will be some better trends than Euro USD. So whenever I see better trends, better pairs, I will mark purple besides these symbols so that you know which one would be a nice to monitor chart. But before I move on, I think if you have followed my teaching, then I think you have been making some profits last week. We had lots of trends. I made some profits, and as a trend follower myself, and also you also, if you apply my strategy, then you may be able to capture some nice pips in nice profits. So let's see if we see some continuous trends this week. Euro USD, I wait for the resistance. So let me move on to the Euro AUD. Okay, this pair is bullish. Weekly Kumo is really nice. This is not too thin, so I think this pair is bullish. Like I mentioned last week, the target was on 1.6824 and looks like it almost touched. So that means the market may range this week. So now I take out this upper row, and also there is a long wick pointing up on the weekly candlestick, and the wick in pips was 146 pips. So that means we may see an inside bar for the next couple of weeks until it breaks 1.6824. But once it breaks that resistance, then the next target is going to be very nice. The next target will be all the way up to 1.9798. So I continue to look for a buying opportunity only if the market breaks 1.6824. So that may happen this week because we have lots of big news. So let's continue to monitor. But for now, I don't mark Euro AUD because it's very close to that resistance. Okay, next one, Euro JPY. Euro JPY, this pair is very nice because it broke that resistance 148.37 and continue to be bullish now. Hold on, let me see. So it also broke that resistance from the December 2014. It now looks like it's bullish. So since it broke, this pair is now bullish. I will be looking for a buying opportunity on the Euro JPY, and this one looks very good, so I mark purple on this pair. Kumo shape is not too small. As compared to the last Kumo, it's becoming a bit thin, it's small, but this is good. And also, if you are the Ichimoku member, then you know the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen cross strategy. This Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen cross becomes reliable for its continuous uptrend. So I think this pair will be bullish from now. Of course, along the way, it may retrace or range, but in the long term, it's bullish. So I will be actively looking for an opportunity to buy on the Euro JPY. Okay, next one is the Euro Pound. Euro Pound has been completely flat. So as I've mentioned a couple of times before, I'm still waiting for that resistance breakout, 0.8976. But last week was bearish, so it may break the support or the Senko span B. Once it happens, then that will be a downtrend. So until it breaks either direction, I continue to be away from this market. And next one, Euro CAD. This pair was also bullish, but as it turned out, the retracement happened very heavily and it closed with the pin bar. So this is where we have to wait for the next week candlestick. I mean this week candlestick. If I zoom out, then you can see that the market was exactly resisted by the previous resistances, 1.5101. So that means this week may retrace. Most likely I think it will retrace and come back to the Tenkan-sen on the weekly. So if you are the short-term trader, make sure you look for the selling edge. However, if the market breaks bullish, breaks 1.5101 level, then I think it goes up to the next swing high, which is going to be on 1.5794 area. So I would only look for a buying opportunity once the break happens and look for a buying opportunity. Yeah, so that's the plan. So Euro CAD, it may retrace, so I don't make purple, but I monitor chart every day anyways on this pair, on all the pairs on my watch list. Okay, next one is the Euro Swiss franc. Euro Swiss franc has been completely flat. The price is within the Kumo, Chikou span touching, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat, everything flat, and also this is the Swiss franc, so lower time frame becomes very spiky. And as you can see, lots of wicks up and down, so this is the market to be away from us. So next one is the USD pairs. So USDJPY, last Friday itself, if you watch the chart, it went up very fast. So all the JPY pairs due to news went up. In one day itself, JPY went up 282 pips and it broke that resistance. However, this is a daily time frame. In the daily time frame, the Kumo is too small, just twisted newborn Kumo, baby Kumo. So I think the market will retrace maybe Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And weekly chart also shows that this is within the Kumo, where Kumo is really thick here. So that means it becomes very spiky. So USDJPY, I think I just wait until the market breaks that resistance, 137.96, and may look for a buying opportunity based on the lower time frames. Weekly has no trends, so once the break happens, I take the daily or the 4 hour and follow uptrend is my plan. Yeah, so I said a couple of weeks ago, fundamentally speaking, I think this is bearish, but looks like as it turns out, now it's bullish because more than USD, JPY is weaker. So for now, my view is bullish if it breaks that resistance. So next one is the USD CAD. USD CAD has been ranging to no direction and no trace. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat, Chikou span touching. The market has been up and down, ranging, so no direction, no trace. Next, USD Swiss franc. This pair has been bearish on the weekly, so I was actually looking for a selling opportunity, but it was way too spiky in the lower time frames. For example, on the daily time frame, there was some downtrend, and then I was waiting for the breakout of this support, which is exactly on 0.8861, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen, but this is still bearish. Now this is called descending P wave. You can draw the resistance, the trend line, like this way, and this is descending P wave. So weekly is bearish, and daily is now Kumo Kijun-sen flat, but I do expect this pattern and the market breaks the support eventually. So within the range, I don't trade, but my overall direction is downtrend. So once the break happens this week, then I will look for a selling opportunity and follow the daily and also the weekly downtrend. So yeah, and the breakout may happen, so I mark USD Swiss franc also, just in case. Alright, let me move on to pound pairs. So here is the pound USD. So pound USD is now bullish. It broke that resistance. This is a shallow breakout, but technically candlestick close became above the resistance of 1.2545. So the initial target for now is 1.2667. You can see the lower time frame, especially the daily time frame, is now bullish. So follow the uptrend and target 1.2667, and then the next target after it breaks will be all the way up here, 1.3299. So my view is bullish, so I mark pound USD to look for a buying opportunity. Okay, so next one is the pound JPY. So pound JPY was amazing Friday also. If you watch the chart at the news, this pair went up all the way within one day 460 pips or so. So because it was big move, I didn't go in the market because the Kumo was too thin, and 4-hour Kumo was also very thin. So this is overbought for now. So I think this week there has to be some retracement. And coming back to the weekly analysis, the market is near the resistance. So this week it may reach 172.18, but because of the lower time frame Kumo being very thin, I think there has to be retracement. So I would only trade once it breaks 172.18. So I will leave the up arrow above that resistance like this. And once it breaks that resistance, the next target is going to be very nice. There has been no resistances, and the next swing high is on 188.77. So we can expect nice pips up like this way. So pound JPY, it may break, so just in case I mark 2. And next one is a pound CAD. Pound CAD is also nice. I think some of you also took some nice pips on this one. So as expected, the market broke that resistance on this one, and the target is 1.7376. I think this uptrend is continuous because the Kumo has been really thick and bullish. Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen both bullish, and the Chikou span above candles. So I think pound CAD is one of the best pairs to trade this week. Okay, so best pair, let me turn this to light blue. Okay, pound CAD so far is the best. So next, pound AUD. Okay, pound AUD also looks very good because it broke that resistance as expected, and it's reaching to 1.9226 level. So I mentioned that there was 539 pips of room to trade, and now we have 223 pips to trade. And once it breaks, that will be even nicer. The next target is going to be all the way up to 2.0844. So I think yeah, pound AUD is also a very nice market to monitor. So I mark light blue too. So again, this is not overbought for me because the weekly Kumo is still thick. So this pair is still bullish. Okay, and the next one is pound Swiss franc. Pound Swiss franc has been ranging now. Kumo completely flat, Tenkan Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span is touching. So no direction, no trace. Okay, next one, AUD USD. AUD USD is looking very interesting now because it's about to break the support of 0.6561. So once it breaks, I will follow downtrend and a target 0.6171. But I think the market may not break the support, and just that's because downtrend or the selling pressure is not that strong. And how I can tell is because the Kumo, first of all, is very small, and Chikou span above candles technically, and next week it will touch the candlestick. So Chikou span touch, the Kumo is very small, and Tenkan Sen Kijun Sen within the Kumo. So in this case, most likely it won't break the support, I think. But you know, no prediction. Once it breaks, I follow downtrend. But my feeling is that it won't break this week. So for now, I don't mark. But I check charts every day, a couple of times. So once it breaks, I follow downtrend anyways. Okay, and next one is the AUD-CAD. This pair has been flat the whole time. The prices are within the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat in together, and Chikou span above candles. So this is very tricky market, so I will stay away. Okay, next one, AUD-JPY also has been really tricky. The prices in the Kumo flat, Chikou span below candles, Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen down, but the price is above Tenkan Sen, so this is very spiky market, and also lots of wicks and dojis along the way. So I don't think I take this as a high priority. Okay, next, AUD Swiss franc looks much better among the AUD pairs. This pair is now downtrend, and this is not oversold because the Kumo shape again is very thick and continuously bearish. So I do expect downtrend continuous, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen both pointing down, Chikou span below candles. So target is also nice on this one because if you look at in the past, there is a V shape, V wave, and a very long wick pointing down. In the time, the target is 0.5345. So last week I mentioned that the potential pips gain will be 625 pips, but now it's still we have 560 pips of room to trade. So I keep this down arrow and continuously look for the selling opportunity. And this is also one of the best pairs, so I mark light blue on this one too. So now moving on to CAD JPY. This pair has been flat completely. The Kumo flat, Kijun Sen is down, but the price is within the Kumo. So this is very tricky market. So in terms of Ichimoku, it's range. But my view is bullish once it breaks here on 100.943. Because if you look at the price action, let me cancel Ichimoku. The price action shows that there is a W bottom and 100.94 is the neckline. So once it breaks, I think it becomes the reverse of the trend and the market may go up in this direction. And that's something I'm waiting for on CAD JPY. And because of the weak JPY on Friday, JPY may continue to be weak this week. So I am bull biased on CAD JPY. Okay, so let's wait for the break, 100.94, and look for a buying opportunity on this one. Okay, next one is the CAD Swiss franc. CAD Swiss franc has been bearish. This one is also a nice pair to monitor. However, last week ended up with the pin bar. Pin bar means a very tiny body and a long wick on either direction. In this case, long wick pointing down. So that means this may be the reverse pattern. But just because pin bar appears, it doesn't mean that the market reverses. It may continue to be bearish because of the Kumo thickness, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen down, and Chikou span below candles. So for this week, my view on CAD Swiss franc is bearish. So I continue to look for a selling opportunity. However, if this week's weekly candlestick closes above the doji, like this, then from the following weeks, the market may be bullish, or it may at least reach to the previous resistance and support around 0.677 area, and see what happens. Yeah, but for now, this is downtrend. I continue to look for a selling opportunity because of the weekly downtrend per Ichimoku. And lastly, Swiss franc JPY. This pair is nicely bullish, and this is also one of the best pairs to monitor this week. Kumo is nicely up and thick, so this is not overbought, and the market just broke that resistance. So the target is 158.54, which is also the next, the previous resistance, which I marked. But we have a room of let's see, on this one 632 pips to trade. So Swiss franc JPY looks to be another best pairs. So by reviewing these markets, I would say that pound CAD is really nice, and pound AUD is also bullish, and AUD Swiss franc is bearish, and CAD Swiss franc is also bearish, and Swiss franc JPY is bullish. So after reviewing these markets, I would say that the pound pairs, pound continuously strong, and Swiss franc also continuously strong this week, is my analysis based on these technical confirmations. Okay, now I have covered all the forex pairs. So now let me move on to gold, XAUUSD. Okay, thank you very much for joining, everyone. Great to see you. And some of you remind about the like button. Thank you very much. If you liked the live stream so far, please press the like button before you leave. That would be great for me to keep going. So next one, this is gold XAUUSD. Weekly chart completely flat ranging. So my view is still bullish, but we never know when this market starts to be bullish again. So for now, I think I will take out upper row, as this is the PR range. The Kumo is flat, both Senko span B and Senko span A are flat, Kijun Sen flat, Tenkan Sen flat, and Chikou span above candles, but this is range. So in this case, there is no clue when weekly turns bullish, so we have to look at the lower time frames. So I can check the daily time frame. And daily time frame shows it's also range, but so for this market to be bullish, I would say that you have to wait for the breakout of this inside bar. So if you look at the candlestick, this blue bearish candlestick, this is called inside. There is a little bit overshoot on the wick, but overall, the prices are within this bearish bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consolidation. So that means once the market breaks the resistance of this blue bearish bar, which is 2006.36, then it may turn bullish. Otherwise, it keeps ranging, and once it breaks bearish, then it may reach the Senko span A, but most likely it will continue to be spike, continue to range, and then reach Senko span A. And that will be very tricky market. So the only scenario we can trade on gold is to wait for the breakout of 2000, I would say 2000, yeah, 5.63 or breakout of 2009.77. So I will just in case put the horizontal level, 2009.77 breakout and buy. That will be, I think, a nice pushback point to be able to see an uptrend. So that is my gold analysis. Okay, so now let me check WTI. Okay, WTI weekly time frame has been flat ranging now. But this is something also that I mentioned last week, was that there was a gap is now filled this week. So my view is bearish in theory. Usually when the gap is filled, then the market goes towards gap direction, which is downtrend in this case. So in the short term, this is bearish, I think. Alright, so now let me move on to index. Okay. Oh, I do see lots of questions and comments, but let me cover what I have to cover first, and then come back to your comments. So please be patient on this live stream. I will cover index, Bitcoin, and then news, and come back to your comments. Okay, so first Nikkei. So Nikkei finally broke that resistance. So this may be the end of the range. Now Kumo is pointing up, Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen points up, and Chikou span above candles. And this is a breakout of this W bottom and the neckline. So this may be the bullish trend. This may be the end of range. But last time, this was on the week of the 15th of August last year, there was a fake breakout. So this time it may become fake and may retrace. In this case, I would wait for this week's candlestick close. And if it becomes bullish, especially break that resistance, then most likely it turns bullish, and that will be the perfect timing to buy. Otherwise, I think it keeps range. So that's Nikkei. Okay, next is the Dow Jones. Dow Jones last week was bullish, but the bullishness is still weak. Kumo is now flat. Kijun Sen is up, but Tenkan Sen is below Kijun Sen. This is dead crossing of Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and Chikou span is still too close to candles. So that means last week was bullish, but the bullishness is not that strong enough to break that resistances. So most likely I think this week will be a doji or a small bullish bar. And next one is the Nasdaq. Nasdaq looks better because it's breaking that resistance. Although it's in the Kumo, I think this breakout will be significant. So the target is now 13,721.6. You can follow the daily uptrend. The daily chart shows nicely uptrend, and Kumo is really thick, so you can actually look for a buying opportunity from this week. So finally, Nasdaq is turning bullish on the daily time frame. We'll see. Okay, and next one is S&P 500. This pair is still range, I would say. It's about to break the resistance, but this is not a strong sign still. Kumo is too small, and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen flat. So buyers are not following to break that resistance in this case. And you can see that the price closed above the Kumo, but this Kumo breakout does not really mean a lot because before it actually went into the Kumo and then retraced. So if the Kumo break happened here, then this was significant. But now this is range breakout is more significant. So if you want to trade S&P 500, let's wait for the breakout of 41.95 and then target to 43.26.8. Okay, now let me move on to the Euro stocks. Euro stocks last week was bearish, but still Kumo is bullish. Senko span A is nicely pointing up, and Kumo has been thick. And Kijun Sen is up, Chikou span above candles. So this is still bullish. I think this is a nice consolidation that the market goes up continuously. And the next targets are on the run numbers, 4500 and 4600, and move on. Okay, next one is the FTSE 100. This pair is now a bit range. Kijun Sen is up, but Kumo has been flat. Tenkan Sen is down. So these directions are, everywhere. So in this case, this is range. That means not enough buyers to push the market up. So yeah, this week I think that will be small candlestick like for the last 2 weeks. Okay, next CAC France. CAC France was bearish also last week, but this is still bullish. Again, Kumo is up, Kijun Sen is up, Chikou span above candles. So still the target is going to be on 7700. So I keep this upper row like this way. Okay, next DAX index. So DAX also is bullish on the weekly chart. Again, Kumo is bullish, Kijun Sen is up, Tenkan Sen is also up, and Chikou span above candles. So the target remained the same from last week's. Target is on 16,292.9. Yeah, that is the previous resistances. So this market is now bullish. Okay, next one is a Nifty chart. So Nifty is now bullish. So this is something I mentioned for everyone also, that this is the very nice example of the Chikou span trace. So Chikou span has been following the candlesticks. So from Chikou span viewpoint, next candlestick will be bullish. So most likely this week is going to be bullish and will break that resistance. And the market may reach to 887.85. But that will be ultimate target. I don't think the market will reach there next week, or sorry, this week. But within the month of May, it may reach there. So I will keep the upper row above that resistance, as this is now turning bullish almost. Okay, next is AU200. This market is now flat range. Kumo is flat, Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, dead cross. So this is range, and it's really difficult which way it's going. And lastly, Hansen has been range also. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. The prices are within the Kumo, and looks like it was resisted by the Senko span B. So in this case, since Kumo is flat, I think the price will be going down to the weekly Kijun Sen, which is 18,654.13. So within the month of May, maybe bearish on this market, unless it breaks the Kumo on the weekly. Okay, so that covered the index. So now let me cover Bitcoin, cryptos, Bitcoin. So okay, looks like it's been ranging still. And as I mentioned last time, The prices are within the Kumo. And in this case, the market becomes very spiky, ups and downs, and dojis. So in this case, if this were Forex, then I would wait for the breakout of 31.47 and follow uptrend in the lower time frames. So let me check the daily time frame. Okay, daily time frame is not completely ranging. And the reasons are 1. Kumo is flat, Senko span AB flat, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen flat, and also there is a big inside bar. And this inside is within the doji. And this is like inside, within the inside, within the inside, and within the inside. You see, so this is range market. In this case, we have to wait for the breakout of this inside. This is, I think, a perfect example for the breakout. Yeah, so wait for the breakout of 30,032. And then I think the market will reach 31 or 47. Yeah, so that's the scenario. Within the range, within the inside, most likely the prices will be ups and downs. So yeah, in this case, I would wait for the break of this inside. So that covered the whole market analysis. So now let me cover news. Just for the reminder to everyone, let's cover news and see what kind of events we have this week. Okay, so this is the first week of the month in May. Monday, May 1st, we have only one big news. ISM manufacturing PMI in the US in April. And then Tuesday, May 2nd, there will be interest rate decision in Australia, retail sales in Germany, and the ECB Bank lending survey in Euro, and then CPI, core CPI in the Euro. Lots of big news. And Wednesday the 3rd, we have unemployment rate in New Zealand. So if you trade New Zealand pairs, watch out on this one. Personally, I don't trade New Zealand because I backtested it and my strategy won't really work on the New Zealands. So that's why you don't see these on my watch list. But if you trade New Zealand pairs, just be careful on Wednesday, the May 3rd. And AUD retail sales in Australia and ADP employment change in the US, ISM services PMI in the US, and monetary policy statement and FOMC press conference in the US. So Wednesday will be a very big day. So just watch out on these big news. And Thursday the 4th, we have a trade balance in Australia and monetary policy statement on Euro and ECB press conference in Euro too. And towards the end, there will be a BOC, Governor Macron's speech in Canada. So watch out on these news. In the Friday, the May 5th, we have a monetary policy statement in Australia and retail sales in Australia too, and non-farm payrolls in the US. This is also going to be a big event in the US on Friday. And then unemployment rate in Canada too. So again, since this is the first week of the month, we have lots of big news. So every time before you trade, make sure you check news website. And if you see these red ones, the high impact news ahead, then don't take trades. Always come back after these big events. Sometimes these news can change whole market direction, and these news can violate all the technical confirmations. That's why I stay away from these ones. So that's my comment on the news. Okay, so now let me come back to some comments on the chat. So again, thank you very much for joining, everyone. Good to see you. So we are in the month of May now. Okay, good to see you, good to see you. I see lots of comments. Let me see. Okay, first let me pick this question from Zenon Simp. He says, hi Kay, I'm a new trader. Do you think I should start learning Ichimoku or should I first master price action? You can first start learning Ichimoku and then master price action, because if you start from the price actions, then price actions are supportive to Ichimoku for me. So basically I pick the pairs and trade based on Ichimoku, and I use price actions to support. So if you learn Ichimoku first, I think that will be great. And I do mention about the price actions too when I explain about Ichimoku, so you can actually learn both in that way too. Okay, good to see you everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, good to see you. Okay, Mario, USPLN. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think I remember USPLN has been downtrend. I think I said that a couple of weeks ago. But let's see now what's happening on that pair. PLN. Okay. So let's see. Right. So like I mentioned before, yeah, this pair is nicely downtrending. Oh, looks like I put down arrow, but the prices are resisted by the down arrow. So this is bearish. Yeah, it's bearish. Now Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, so the market may retrace. So the best idea is to wait for the new support. I mean this inside bar. Support breakout. 4.1255 breakout. Otherwise, I think the market will continue to range. This is a daily time frame, by the way. It's range. But the prices are below Tenkan-sen, below blue Tenkan-sen, so I think downtrend is continuous. I can see sellers are still dominant over buyers. And yeah, next week, Monday, Tuesday, Kumo Kijun-sen will be pointing down. So I think the market breaks bearish and downtrend on this pair. Yeah, so that's bearish for me. Okay. Let's see. Felix says, how about pound Swiss franc pair on 4-hour time frame, because it seems bullish. Okay, let me see. Pound Swiss franc in 4-hour. Pound Swiss franc in 4-hour. Let's see. Oh, here. Okay, yeah, it's bullish in the 4-hour now, but the Kumo is very thin. So watch out on the retracement. Yeah, just watch out on the retracement. The next resistance in 4-hour is 1.1269. But because of this very thin Kumo, I don't think I will take the trade on this one. I prefer to take other better trending pairs than this one in this case. So Kumo thickness means a lot. You know, Kumo actually provides us so many information in terms of the momentum and stability of the trends. Okay, yeah. Gino, you're welcome. Thank you very much also. Okay, Green Valley says, hi Kay, sometimes I get stopped out with loss even after seeing break even. Mostly this happens overnight. Could you please advise? I think that's due to slippage. Due to slippage, the market opens below your stop loss, below your break even, and you slight loss. So maybe your break even timing is too early. I'm not sure how many running pips you had to set the break even, but if you have only 5 pips or 10 pips, then don't set break even. Just exit with 5-10 pips profit and then come back tomorrow. That's my advice. Because I used to do the same mistakes over and over again. I set break even too early timing just because I didn't want to lose. And then I get too many break-even trades, and some of the trades have some losses because of the spread or the slippage. So yeah, too early break-even timing can result in the break-even and some losses too. Okay, let's see. John says, would you mind looking at any pair in a 4 AM UTC on a daily to have broader view and where you would enter a position? Let's see. Any pair 4 AM UTC. Let's see. I see Euro JPY is very nice. Yeah, for the entry position, please ask that question maybe sometime next week or this week. Today, I want to explain more overall analysis in the markets. So if you have any questions about some pairs, directions, then please let me know. Okay, new trader. Oh, I think I covered this one already. Okay, so it says soybean oil. All right, that's let's see. I think let me see if I have that market. This is the soy future. This may not be the one, but yeah, just in case, this one is now bearish. Yes, soy future is now bearish. Friday was bullish, but I can see the Kumo down, Kijun Sen down. Oh, but Chikou span is touching. Okay, Chikou span touching, so that means the market may retrace. It may become bullish. So the market may be supported by here, 1403.99, and then bullish. So yeah, I think the market retraces on this one, in this example. Okay, let's see. John says, in my situation, I don't have much time to look at the charts due to work. I can look at the market before going to bed, although the pairs mostly appear range. Okay, yeah, so in that case, if you are busy in the work, then you can come back, you can check charts after you come back home. But if it's even difficult, then I think you have to adjust your working schedule. Or what I used to do is that let's say I have some time over the weekend, or when I see the market range, I practice over the Forex Tester, because I don't want to waste time. When the market's range in the live market, there is no trace. I won't be able to trace. In that case, I launch the Forex Tester, run the tester, and practice my entries and exits manually, so that I trade as if I'm on the live market. So I select random pair, random year, random dates, and see if I can trade and make profits in the past charts. That's what I was doing until I see some trading opportunities on the live market. So don't waste your time. Continue to practice in any ways. Okay, let's see. Akshay says, can you check Nasdaq Gold 4-hour, daily, and the weekly? Yeah, Nasdaq I checked the weekly, I think. Yeah, hold on, let me see. So here's Nasdaq. Weekly, sorry, this is daily. Weekly chart is within the Kumo, so the market may be spiky range. And then here is the daily. Daily is now breaking that resistance, so my view is bullish on this one. And the 4 hour is now this is about to be an N wave, bullish. So yeah, you can wait for the breakout of that resistance and follow uptrend. So yeah, I think Nasdaq is now bullish. Okay. Okay, trading with Travis. Oh, thank you very much. You're welcome. Okay, let me see. I see some comments repeating now. Okay, let's see. Warren says, hi Kay, when one pair is in consolidation, mostly other pairs or other markets might also be in a consolidation. What would you do when all markets have no trends? Get away or for a rest? Yeah, that's right. I simply don't trace when all the markets range. Yeah. It happens sometimes, or usually in Asian session, the markets tends to be quiet and range, and I simply leave chart. Yeah, so sometimes we have to completely be away from the chart when there is no opportunities. Never force yourself to trade. Never make up the confirmations to take trades. Always wait for the next chance, next opportunities to come. Okay, Emad, you're welcome. Thanks for the comment. Alright, India Patriot. He says, very good evening, sir. I'm long time was your video and I'm late, so please explain Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is now range. Yeah, it's now range. Yeah, bank crisis, so Bitcoin is bull, is down. So I think Bitcoin is still bullish, I think, overall. Again, coming back to the daily time frame. This is bullish, but you have to wait for the breakout of this big doji inside. So wait for the breakout of 30,032. And then the initial target will be 31,047. And then once it breaks, I think this market will be bullish continuously. But everything starts from the breakout of 30,032. This is about the price action. Yeah, that's right, LH trade. Yeah, tomorrow is a bank, I think, on holiday, so the markets might be quiet. That's right. Okay, Michael says, kindly requesting XRP USD review. Sure, XRP USD, yes, I have it here. First, on the weekly time frame, this is now range. Well, this is really spiky market. Looks like this is a Swiss franc pair or something, but this is very spiky. The price is now within the Kumo. One thing I noticed is that Chikou span. Chikou span has been following the candles you see. So hold on, let me zoom out. This is called the Chikou span trace strategy. Chikou span has been following the markets. So that means next week from Chikou span viewpoint will be bearish. So that means watch out on the downtrend on XRP. However, when next week, when the Chikou span becomes above the candlestick, that means this pattern has now over. So that means the market may be bullish. But for now, I would watch out on the downtrend in the short term because of this Chikou span trace. Yeah, and let's see. Daily time frame is way too spiky also, but the prices are within the Kumo, so we can't say which way it's going on the daily chart. This is range. Okay, can you check also DXY, head and shoulders in the weekly? Sure, let's see, DXY. Okay, weekly shows, head and shoulders, and it's about to break the support now. So let's wait for the breakout 100.80. And this is range. This may become a descending P wave. Descending P wave, so that means the market may be in the downtrend still, but it may have some ups and downs within the P wave until it breaks. But I would say overall still downtrend. It's bearish. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, Legolos, you're welcome. Thank you very much for the comment. And Medi also, thank you very much for the comment too. Okay, let's see. Green Valley says, how many minimum running pips to be maintained to set break even to avoid slippage or spread? I would say 30 pips. If you run 30 pips, then set break even, then you should be safe. Okay, which time frame candlestick close confirm the breakout? If let's say in this case this support is based on the weekly, so I would wait for the weekly candlestick close. But if this pattern is based on 5 minute, then I wait for the 5 minute close. So it depends on which time frame the resistances are, or the supports are. Yeah, but you can't wait for the breakouts forever. So you just have to enter trade whenever you see breakouts on any time frames. But make sure you draw lines from higher time frame resistances, supports, to lower time frame resistance supports, and choose which time frame to wait for that breakout. Okay, my opinion on Euro AUD. Yeah, so Euro AUD, let's see. Oh, and also let me do a recap on all these analysis on Forex pairs, because I can see that there are some new joiners here now. So I have done all the analysis, and I found that the first pound CAD is one of the best pairs because it broke that resistance, and now it's heading towards 1.7376. And then Kumo is also very thick. This is also nice. And pound AUD is also very good. It's reaching to 1.9226, and we have over 200 pips room to trade. And Kumo thickness is also valid, I think. And the AUD Swiss franc is nicely bearish downtrend, and the target on this one is really nice. It's 560 pips, which is the low from the March 2020. And Kumo thickness is there, so that's nice. Stable downtrend still. And then CAD Swiss franc is also bearish. Kumo thickness is there, so that's nice. There's a pin bar on the weekly, so it may reverse, but for now, this is still downtrend. And finally, Swiss franc JPY broke that resistance, and the target is now 158.54, and we have a room of 632 pips to trade. So we have lots of good pairs still this week to trade. And Euro AUD. Yeah, Euro AUD is it's bullish also, right? But it's reaching the resistance 1.6824. So you have to wait for the breakout, I think, and the target is 1.9798. So yeah, watch out on the retracement. It may retrace, consolidate. Even if it breaks, it may retrace, and then we may see a new uptrend like this. So that's, yeah, the breakout is something I'm waiting for on this one. Okay, so finally we see some nice trends last week. So let's see. But watch out on the big news this week. We have lots of big news since this is first week of the month. Okay. John says, thanks for always responding and appreciate your teachings. You're welcome. Thank you very much for the comment. Really appreciate. Very much appreciate the comment too. Thank you very much. Okay, Elio says, can you check NVDA monthly, weekly? Sure, NVDA, let's see. Hold on, let me double check. I think I just searched, oh yeah, the ticker is NVDA. All right, let me check. Okay, so here is the weekly chart. Okay, weekly chart is now reaching the resistance, but Kumo thickness is nice. The only thing is that Kijun Sen still within the Kumo. So that means buying pressure is weakening now. Let me just in case check the monthly. Okay, monthly is still, Kumo is still flat. So it may retrace back anytime, it may go down anytime. And then in terms of the daily chart, okay, daily is now in the box range, what I call the box range. The resistances and the supports are at the same level. So yeah, the breakout, we have to wait for the breakout. And the breakout potentially happens when Kijun Sen turns bullish and Kumo also turns bullish. Senko span A or B, bullish. And Chikou span above candles. And that happens unless it breaks. It happens in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Thursday, Kijun Sen will be up and Kumo will be up, so the market might break that resistance, 280.25. Yeah. So that's the possibility. Yeah, or to be safer, you wait for the breakout and buy, follow uptrend. Yeah, but this is bullish still. It's bullish because the price above Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, and Chikou span above candles. So it's still bullish. Yeah, I mean, nice to see these examples. I like to see charts which I never seen before and do my analysis. Sometimes when I'm bored or when I have no trends, I simply type whatever here and just choose this one and do my analysis by myself. I don't trade, but just do my analysis. Well, this market is really strongly downtrend. We work. Weekly chart, Kumo thicker, longer. So this is stably downtrend. It's almost reaching zero. Yeah, but like this, I pick random market and see if I can analyze. Maybe you can try. It's kind of fun to see the markets that you never seen before. Yeah. All right, Warren, you're welcome. Okay, Rajiv, thank you for joining. Okay, Gabriele says, can you check Solana? I would like to know your opinion for mid-long-term view. Solana is one of the cryptos, I think it was. Let me see. If it's wrong, then let me know. Solana is the crypto. Maybe I have somewhere. Is it this one? No. Maybe I can search. Solana. Oh, sorry, it's here. SOLUSDT. Oh, so that's this one. Okay, so that's this one. Okay, so yeah, weekly is now range. Chikou span is almost touching, and the market has been ranging now. It's ranging within the bearish market, so it's bearish. I would draw the line here on 27.30 because the market has been respecting this level. So this is bearish unless it breaks 27.30. And Kumo has been really thick on the weekly charts, so that's a downtrend still. Okay. Alright, India Patriot, you're welcome. Hello Dan, long time no see, thank you very much for joining. Good to see you here. Michael, you're welcome too. Brandon, you're welcome too, thank you very much. He says, do you check for correlation when entering a trade on more than one pair? Yes, I do. Yes, I do check correlation. I do check other pairs when multiple pairs trending at the same time. Yes, I do, and see which currency is strong or weak at that moment. Let's say when you see Euro USD is bullish and USD/JPY is bearish, that means USD is strong, for example. So I do check other pairs too. Okay, so it's been more than 1 hour now, so I'm about to end the live. So thank you very much. Okay, Reza says, I have seen several videos of Ichimoku, especially the video related to the time cycle, and now I feel that I have a deep understanding of it. You're welcome. Okay, you get the time cycle concept right. Yeah. When I use Ichimoku, I feel like it's talking to me. Okay, so that's a feeling I have too. Yeah, well, if you understand deeply on one thing, and then you see the markets in different perspective, and it's like you become like one. You and chart become one through Ichimoku, and you can trade with more confidence. Yeah, yesterday on the live stream about psychology, I mentioned something similar. Like trading is similar to art or music. So it's something that you can never master, but you have to continue to practice and be better. That's it. So once you start using it and have a deep understanding of it, then you feel like one. So same is true, I think, in driving. When you drive a car, if you get used to it, then you feel like your car is running, like your legs or arms. So feel like to become one, you know. So I think the same thing, but never be overconfident. Just continue to practice, continue to train yourself, continue to look back your own trades, track your record in journal, your records. It's really important. Okay, so I think I will end the live for now. Again, thank you very much for joining, everyone. It was nice talking to you, talking to everyone through the chat today. So again, we have lots of trends, but at the same time, lots of news this week, so watch out. Whenever you trade, please make sure to check news. so that you don't lose big along the way. So yeah, and I hope to see you on the next one. Tomorrow, I take a day off, usually on Mondays, so no live streams. But I will see you next week. And until then, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Alright, bye for now, everyone. またね. Thank you very much.